Hello again. Now, first of all, as we continue on to constructions here, let me add another reminder. Leave your arcs and marks in your constructions. Okay? One of the important rules of life. Never feed a mogwai after midnight. Don't cross the streams. Always leave your arcs and marks. Alright, moving on. Today we are going to be talking about perpendicular lines and how to make them in constructions. So for starters, I've got a line segment here. And what I need to do for this guy is just choose a point on here. So I'm just going to choose a point like right there. I'm going to call it A. Okay? And we're going to make a perpendicular line through A to this line segment that's already on here. So the first thing I'll need to do is put my point of my compass down right on the A, and I'm going to set the width of the compass a little on the small side there. I just want to be able to make some arcs, some small ones on one side of A and some more on the other. Okay, so it's just so they intersect with the line segment. Now that I've got those clearly marked, I'm just going to call the points of intersection here. Here's B, and here is C. So now I've got 3 points. I've still got my compass set the same. I'm going to widen it just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. And then going to draw an arc above A. Okay, I want to make sure that this arc is clearly, is clearly present above A. Okay, so see, if you go straight up, it will definitely, the arc will be there. And I'm going to leave it the same distance. I'm going to go to B, put the other point down on B, and I'm going to draw the arc again right above A. And you'll know you did this right if you've got like a little X right above A. This point is exactly the same distance away from B and C, and this will be the basis for how we will make our perpendicular line. So we can call this guy D. Now we can connect D to A, and we have got perfectly perpendicular lines with a right angle there. Now, the beauty of this and how it all works is because of circles. Now, we know that the radius of a circle is constant. All points that are a radius away from the center of the circle are going to be on that circle, have the same distance. Okay? And this, I think, is really clear when we make a perpendicular bisector. Okay? So we've got a line segment here. Let's take the endpoints. We'll call them E and F. And we're going to take our compass, put it on one of these points. We can start putting it on E. And we're going to stretch the compass so that it is exactly the length of the line segment. All right. Once we've got this, let's make a nice arc that goes above and below here. We can make a nice wide arc. Okay? We're creating like almost a half circle here. Once we've done that, we take our point, we move it over to the other side here, the other end point. And again, we're making a nice wide arc. Nice wide arc. Okay? And you'll know you've done this right if you've got your arcs and they're going to intersect exactly twice. Now, remember that a perpendicular bisector is going to be all points that are on there are equidistant from the endpoints. And this is how that works. So my distance from F to this point here is a radius, okay? This is the circle. This would be the radius of the circle. This is the length that we set the compass to be. The same distance is from E to that point, because we didn't change the setting of the compass there. It's still the same distance apart. So the intersection of where the two met is going to be the same distance away from both, because they intersect 2 times here. And that's going to define where our perpendicular bisector is. So let's focus on those points. We can call them G and H. We use our ruler to connect these two, our straight edge. And again, we know this is going to be perpendicular in this construction. We know absolutely it's going to be perpendicular. Okay? So, a review one more time. Let's go back to perpendicular lines. If you're just making a regular perpendicular line, not a perpendicular bisector, all you need to do is create your line. Choose a point on it. You can choose, let's say, this point right there. Then set your compass to a little ways out and make some arcs that go over the line. Okay. We've got our intersections there. Those define our new points. Widen your compass just a little bit so that you can draw over your point. Same setting, go to the other point. You're going to make that X on top. The intersection here gives you your new point. Connect these, and voila, perpendicular line. Okay, that's how you make a regular perpendicular. And one more time, to make a perpendicular bisector, go ahead, make a line segment. You've got 2 endpoints that are at the end of your segment. Set your compass so that it is exactly the length of this segment, right there to there. And go ahead and make a nice wide arc, almost a half circle there. Make one going the other way. Set it, point your compass down. Arc goes through. If you're doing this correctly, you'll have 2 intersections. These are your newly defined points where they intersect. Connect your points, and again we've got this time a perpendicular bisector. So again, please practice these. If you have any questions, we'll talk about those tomorrow. And think about how the radius of these circles that we could create with the compass connect to especially that perpendicular bisector. We'll talk more about that tomorrow as well. All right, good luck. Have a great night.